Hey Glass Gang, thanks for tuning in. This stream starts soon. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're doing good. Quick shout out to the Glass Gang for tuning in and having notifications on. Thank you so much, guys. Shout out to Not a Alien, ROB Chaos, Heisenberg Finn, Ted Turn 7, the Canadian Lorax, Benny DeJet 27. GG. How's everyone doing tonight? Tonight I'm on Fallout 76 on Xbox, and if you want to join me, just add my gamer tag. It's in the description below, and you can join my world. I'll add you back. I'm on Xbox, as you can see. So, add me and join my world. Tonight I'm playing on Xbox. I should probably get closer to the mic. Let me know, gang, if you hear me okay. I'm feeling great, Benny the Jet. Thank you so much for asking. I'm on my fixer build. The Orange Cowboy will be joining us momentarily. He's currently finishing up a boss on Pal World, so I was like, okay, that's fine. Join when you want, Orange. So he'll be joining us. We're gonna run some bounties, and yeah, it should be fun. It should be a fun night. We have to talk about some things. Some changes coming into the game that are actually gonna end up buffing the Pepper Shaker. And other things like armor changes. We're gonna talk about the armors that me and Orange are gonna run as well going forward with these changes. It's basically getting a lot more narrow. A lot less options, basically. Well, there's just clear winners now. Armor sets that have a clear advantage over other armor sets, so. So we'll wait for everyone to show up and then we'll get started. We'll get into the meat and potatoes. I hope you guys are having a wonderful night wherever you are in the world. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what time it is for you, where you're at, or if it's a good time to catch you. Hello, Nod Art. Just an alien mask. Well, shoot. Good evening, Gigi. 1:11 in Holland. It's 1 in the morning for you? That's crazy. Well, I guess it's not crazy. It's just normal for you. It's 8 for me. 8 at night. So yeah. We're gonna wait for the Orange Cowboy to get here. Before we start chatting about anything, changes related. And I'm playing with viewers tonight, so that means if you want to join, you can just add me. I'll create a team. This way you can see my gamer tag on the screen, but I also have it in the description below. If you want, you should join my Discord, linked in the description also. So yeah, do that. Join the Discord so you don't miss out on any future updates, or when I go live, I always ping the Discord. East Coast, 7:12 p.m. for you.
Checked out the last resort lately? New bounties there all the time.
Caravans have been getting rarer and rarer.
If it takes too long for the Orange Cowboy to get here, I'm going to start trolling him. I'm going to tell him that he's no good, that he's a noob at Pal World. Like, how could it take him this long to kill a boss in Pal World? I'm going to troll him. GG, Benny the Jet. Thank you so much for renewing your membership. 1 month GLASSGANG member. Hey, Krieger Fever. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How are you? I don't know if you heard that, but I said, thank you for asking. I'm doing great. How are you? I think I had my mic muted. Krieger Fever, GG. Oh, that's right. It's my flare. I always forget. I'm pulling on my hair. Oh no. That's terrible news. My face is really itchy. But that's terrible news, Krieger Fever. Sorry to hear that. That's never easy. That's really hard. 16 years is a long time with your best friend. And the longer they last, the harder they are to let go. I'm really sorry to hear that. Don't forget to hit like on the stream, gang. It helps it get out there to more viewers who may have missed the stream notification.
Might be rough around the edges here. All are welcome. Just here to wet your whistle, or you looking to play for blood? Unless you got business. I can do that.
You need a fix to get you through another day? Clark has what you need.
Stay sharp, girl.
Hello, why does it say I've only been a 2-month member? I've been here since October. Oh no, Krieger Fever. I don't know. That's weird. Actually, I do know. It's because the badges, the way they work, they're not like a month-to-month badge. It's like month 1 and month 2 do have a month-to-month badge, oddly. And then your next badge will be at 6 months. And then the next badge from that is 12 months. See how Finn, Heisenberg Finn, has a 6-month badge? He's actually been here for like 8 or 10 months. So the badges are weird. They don't really match the month that you're on. It's just like once you reach 6 months, you'll have the 6-month badge. Gonna tackle the fishing daily and some challenges after real life dinner. Also, you look as nice in person as you do as a kitty. Aw, GG, Evan Parks. If you need some bait, let me know. Evan Parks, I'll drop you some bait. I have a bunch on this character, and I don't use it, so you can have it. Just let me know. That said, the drop rate for glowing masks would be increased. Have you noticed the difference? I did. I got 2 glowing masks today, almost back to back. I got a glowing Bigfoot and glowing Scorch Beast Queen. So I knew I saw something. Yeah, just let me know. Let me know if you need any. I have a bunch on this character that I don't need, so you can have it. Hang on a sec, I need to get repositioned. I didn't get cozy enough. There we go. That noob launched it, bro. Why? Every single time. Yeah, sorry gang, I'm going to another server. I'm not having it. Last night I had the same issue with noobs coming and just like launching my flares in front of me. Like I'm not like standing right there. So yeah, I'm just gonna switch worlds. We're gonna do this again. And if I have to switch again, I'm going to private. Noob's gonna noob. But it's not chill because sometimes I end up missing the bounty altogether because they launch it before I even show up. So it's not cool. It's not cool. Don't launch bounties that aren't yours. That's all game. You're over encumbered. Hang on a sec. He finally beat the boss. It looks like we're gonna get Orange Cowboy in the world. TOC in the flesh. How are you, Orange Cowboy?
I'm good.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. How was the boss?
Just okay.
You finally beat the boss in Pal World? We've been waiting for you to finish it. We've been
I was
just
actually
sitting here.
I was experimenting in Borderlands.
Oh, Borderlands. Oh,
Yeah.
I was just trolling you, but
I'm trying to get through. Pal World is. I'm at the part where it's like super grindy. It's just taken. It's taken forever to get anywhere. It feels like.
and hang on, what's the name? Borderlands?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I find it strange because there's sometimes, like you probably saw in the Borderlands chat in our Discord, I posted a question. I was like, what the hell do I do here? I couldn't figure out what to do. There's There's nothing telling me to jump and smash or press any button. I don't know how to jump smash. You were the one that was like, you have to jump and smash down on that thing. And I was like, but how? I still had to Google it. Like,
Oh, you have to hold. If you're on controller, it's like hold B or whatever.
but I don't play enough either. So if I played more, that'd probably be just like most of my problems solved. I don't play Borderlands enough. I get on every now and then to unwind, play something different. Hi, Glass. Hey, Ruby the Cherry. So Orange and I are going to talk changes that are expected to come in the game. Changes like the pepper shaker actually getting a buff, it seems. The Orange Cowboy has suggested that these changes are actually going to result in a meaningful change to the build that looks like a buff for the pepper shaker. And we're going to get into that in a minute, though. That's kind of meat and potatoes stuff. What should we start with, Orange? What should we start with? We got to discuss changes like the 4-star bosses coming to the events. We got to discuss changes like the armor class changes, what people should be using for like their 1-star armor mod, stuff like that. Let's start with that.
Let's start with armor. Probably a good place to be.
Yeah, there's a lot to go over, so. So in the armor class, we're gonna see a lot of changes, specifically around resistances, and mainly everyone's gonna be running Vulcan because Vulcan has the highest resistances across the board and is gonna be dramatically affected by this update. Isn't that right, Orange?
Yep. It's gonna be pretty much, you're gonna run Vulcan if you got it. If you don't, you better keep farming because it is gonna be one of the, it is gonna be the best PA set to run.
And is Union gonna be any good?
Union kind of gets knocked down a peg, to be honest. So like the set bonus of like the 200 like poison resistance isn't gonna be as great as it once was before. Because you got to keep in mind, Elementalist is getting a buff, so people are going to be able to get elemental resistances of all the resistances through that. So the poison resist that you'd ideally get from something like Union, now you can just get that as like a legendary effect on your armor, but not just for poison, but for also fire, cryo, literally everything. So, and that's going to give you roughly probably around 140, I think, 140 of each resistance just off the Elementalist with Ironclad, because Ironclad will apply to that armor effect and boost it even further for you. It might even go beyond 140. I have to look at my math again, but I think it might even be north of like 150. And then at that point, you're thinking Union kind of gets less value there since we have a legendary effect that can pretty much do what that that set bonus Union does, but on a legendary effect. And it's a slot on our armor that is entirely free, to be totally honest. We've been using +2 intelligence because we have literally no idea what to put there. There's nothing there that's going to help us. But now, with the buff to Elementalist, you're throw away the intelligence, and then you're like, I'm going to put the Elementalist on, because that's just going to be just more tankiness overall.
Yep. The Elementalist is going to be basically the goated 2nd-star mod, pretty much like an S tier thing, in my opinion. And we're going to be doing an armor tier list as a result of these armor changes. Isn't that right, Orange? We're working on bringing you guys, similar to our Heavy Gunner tier list and Commando tier list that are on the channel, we're going to bring you a tier list covering the armor sets and where they rank against each other.
Yep.
And for non-PA folk, how bad is it going to be if you're human non-PA at the Snake, for example?
Terrible. It's going to feel awful.
You're gonna feel squishy.
Yeah, it's unfortunately it's probably gonna take him a minute to figure out that balance. Because currently, like if you're non-PA, you're gonna have to put in a lot more work to tank something like the tank, the tank, but to be able to tank something like the snake, while your PA counterparts are gonna have they don't have to invest as much to out tank that. This divide between PA non-PA, you would have thought on paper maybe with them taking away a lot of the damage reduction capabilities of like PA, when we're talking about like every PA piece right now in live game has like -7% incoming damage. They're taking that away from PA, but then they're dramatically increasing like the damage resistance values. And at the same time, they flipped the calculation to where damage resistance is applied first before damage reduction. So I think they tried to like bring PA and non-PA closer together, but in doing so, because they did the flip of the damage calculation and increasing the stat lines on PA, made it where your damage resistance that you're going to get from Vulcan is going to be almost 3 times higher than the damage resistance that like a non-PA player is going to get.
Yeah, it's a similar thing. It's a similar thing with other parts of like the builds right now with PA. PA just has so many more advantages to non-PA. Stuff like when you're non-PA, if you want auto-stimming perks, you have to rely on Born Survivor, which has a 20-second cooldown. And Power Armor has the Medic Pump mod, which no non-PA armor set has, which will stim you at 50% health every time you drop to 50% without a cooldown. And with Stimpack Supers, it's as OP as it sounds. Like, you're not gonna die to anything. And yeah, like this just widens the gap, in my opinion, for what is gonna be what people gravitate towards playstyle wise, meaning a lot more people are gonna drop non-PA builds altogether in the raids. Because another thing too, another mechanic that Power Armor has over non-Power Armor is Power Armor off the bat. You jump in Power Armor, you have 200% more reflective damage. That's just straight off the bat, just being in Power Armor. 200% more reflective damage. Where does that show? It shows at ENO6. When you're trying to take down the shield in non-PA, it takes forever if you're not in Power Armor and you're solo. So, it's not great. Yeah, it seems like Power Armor just keeps getting the advantages all the time. The gap is widening between Power Armor and non-PA, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then in this update, it's gonna get wider.
Yeah, and it's gonna drastically impact the survivability of my non-PA Elder's Mark Snake build, which is unfortunate. That's like my favorite build on the channel right now. But we have other guides that'll replace it, and I'll be tweaking it, most likely just changing to a different armor set like Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah, Brotherhood of Steel Heavy Recon, right? Is it called? Recon?
Yeah, it's Recon, yeah.
Yeah, I'll most likely be switching to that. Civil Engineer, we need to talk about that. Is that going to be any good? Will that still be a viable option for people who don't have like a full set of Brotherhood of Steel?
It will be viable for most content. You will hit some walls with it, though.
Explain. Like where? What do you mean? Hit walls? Metaphorically or just like limitations?
Limitations. Like there's limitations to it. And it's mostly because Recon armor is a heavy armor, right? So it kind of gets stat lines to reflect that. Civil engineering is medium armor, so it doesn't benefit as much as like ricochet. So like your time to cripple on like if you're going for like the reflection onto ENO6 is not going to feel as great. However, it'll take longer to take down ENO6, but it should feel pretty good against ENO6 because it does have rather good energy resistance, and that That's like the primary damage that No6 pumps out. But you're gonna have to invest a lot into tankiness. Especially if you're a human. Humans really do get like a rough time. So Overeaters isn't gonna be what it was at all, period. They're
Yeah.
changing it to be like just increasing your max HP, which is honestly whatever. And then you have Vanguards, which can give you up to like 10% damage reduction per piece. But then in order to get that full 10, you have to have like 1,000 HP, which is... It's doable, but like I don't know how convenient that is.
It's
right?
not convenient. It's going to be similar to when I ran my 1000 AP build. There's buffs that only last like 3 minutes at that point, with so much that you have to stack. I have a hard time getting people to stack 2 buffs right now. Do you think we're going to convince people to stack all these food buffs to reach 1000 AP to make Overeaters seem worth it? No. And also, it's just not the way forward, in my opinion. There's going to be better options.
Yeah, and then because, like I'm mentioning, increasing your health, right? You're gonna have to heavily rely off like food buffs, which we're no stranger to. If you're like a veteran in Fallout, you know what food builds were like, before like what it is today. And we also have a bunch of collectors that can give us a bunch of that food, but this is where like the trade-off happens that may not feel great to some players, especially if you like doing raids. The trade-off is, if you want to get that level of tankiness that PA player is experiencing, especially the ghouls, you're going to have to get your HP high enough. And in doing so, you're going to have to be a carnivore. But then because you're a carnivore, you're inherently going to do less damage than all of the ghouls that you're playing with. Because the ghouls don't have to run carnivore to double their HP. They just have to consume rads, and their HP is doubled.
Yeah, because of the glow bar.
So they already have that layer of tankiness that they have to put way less into it, like 3 things of toxic goo and they got it. And you're stuck there like, okay, I gotta manage my buffs here, make sure this carnivore buff's going here, and if you want to dip into Blight Soup at all, you're gonna have to refresh your serum to at least get 50% effectiveness. It's like, you're gonna just do less damage in general, and that's why it's really rough for like humans. I feel like going forward, if you're a bloodied human, I'm sorry, your playstyle just kind of gets completely nuked.
Bloodied is cooked, right? Because I was gonna put down in the title, like, Bloodied is actually basically getting nerfed. It's not a direct nerf. It's not a direct impact to Bloodied. Like, they didn't outline Bloodied or Unyielding as taking a negative in this or that. What's happening is that it's becoming so difficult to maintain that playstyle that most people will just rather be high health. Because at 20% health, you're going to have to maintain rads, and all of the armors going forward aren't going to provide much rad resistance. Especially like power armor, people who are used to playing Bloodied in power armor and having that rad resist. It's easier right now to manage your rads, but going forward, it's gonna be a chore, to say the least, to try and keep your rads at 80% and your HP at 20%. And it's like you said, the dot damage is gonna be affecting that too.
It's a double-edged sword. So the reason why they're putting like more emphasis on like elementalists with giving you multiple resistances across the board with all the elements is because they want elements to do more damage in general. That's why they flipped the damage calculation. Well, I should say that's part of the reason why they flipped it. So in doing so, we used to generically get by element, like just element damage in general, whether it's like being set on fire and stuff like that, off things like Overeaters in the live game or Lucid. We would just get, no matter what damage we were taking, we were going to take 36% less of that. But since they flipped that damage calculation and your resistances are applied first, you're going to take a lot more afterwards than your probably used to. The other thing too to note is there's like a two-prong approach here. Not only did they flip that calculation, but they also changed the way damage reduction stacks on top of itself. So currently in live game, we would get up to like 36%. That is not the case when we're talking about PTS and what it will eventually be in this game going forward. Is it's going to be multiplicatively. So like what's going to happen is instead of getting the 36, we're going to get more like, I don't have the number next to me, but I'll just throw it. It'll be like 22 or like less than that, around 20%. So you're going to see a significant difference in the damage that you're receiving if your damage resistance isn't high enough, or your energy resistance, or just your resistances in general to like what you're fighting. The cool part is, since this is changing, this also means that any weapons that do dip into those different like stat lines, like maybe a laser rifle that gets like a fire, little fire mod on it that makes it apply heat or whatever. Those should do more damage to the enemies as well. And that's what I mean by a double-edged sword. We're gonna get hit harder by elements, but so are enemies. So depending on how that goes, some interesting avenues may open up, but we'll see what ends up going live and what ends up happening.
Yeah.
Switch between shakers. And in that switching, I would lose the bullet storm stacks that I built up, right? But it still led to overall faster times. But now you don't need to do that at all. So now you get to keep your bullet storm stacks throughout that entire fight with the snake, while crippling it, while increasing all of your damage that way as well. So overall, you're gonna shave off like over 10 seconds fighting the snake with like a quad pepper shaker on the build.
Right, because even just swapping to another gun, not only are you losing your bullet storm, but you're not doing DPS in that time. You're not landing shots.
Yeah.
So it all contributes. Sorry if I'm talking loud. The music is kind of loud in my ears.
But it's gonna lead to a very, very solid buff to the pepper shaker, because it's gonna be able to cripple everything incredibly fast, no matter what you're fighting. And the faster it cripples, the more damage it's gonna do, because that's how the build is set up. As soon as something is crippled, the damage spikes on the build.
Yeah, and that's because of perks like Easy Target on the build, giving us 75% more range damage to crippled targets, and other perk cards like Tormentor, I believe.
Yep, and the biggest one's Shotgun Champ.
Oh yeah, Shotgun Champ, that's right. That one works specifically with the Pepper Shaker. It works really well with it if you have the Hex Barrel, because it fires 8 projectiles and it gives you 10% damage per projectile your weapon fires. So with the Hex Barrel giving 8 projectiles, that's another 80% more damage.
Yep, and it's crazy. Between the Bullet Storm, between the Shotgun Champ, between Easy Target, it dips into over 300%
That's
damage
crazy.
bonuses.
That's so much damage.
So it's, yeah, going forward we will not need to use 2 shakers. It will only be 1 shaker now that they finally fixed the crippling calculation.
The meta gets even more meta. I love it. It gets even more effective and easier.
All basically times across the board, like with everything, is going to increase. Like even fighting the stage 3, now that the crippling is being applied correctly, you can do you'll do that even fast. Everything will be faster for the pepper shaker, because now we don't have to switch between 2 shakers, one for crippling, one for damage. Now it's all just on one. It's going to be so convenient.
I bet you're happy.
Just a wee bit, just, you know,
Yeah.
just you know, I don't know what it is. The devs must like me to some degree, I guess. I don't know, we just both
devs
have
or
a
you.
love for
You just-
shaker.
You work there or something, or you have like you have someone on your payroll at Bethesda or something. Something's going on for them to just ignore the Pepper Shaker's clear dominance and existence.
And I really gotta think, you know, of course we still want to keep like having a ghoul and a human build. I really gotta think about what would be the first star effect that humans would want to use. I'm curious to really see what version of Aristocrats goes live, because there was talk of that actually reflecting, and I'm curious how that will perform. So I don't want to give anyone like a definitive what you should use as a human going into the update, because honestly, there's just a couple effects that I need to test. I just know that for certainly, I would say mutants is probably not what you want to do. Just because you have to get so many mutations.
Alright. Tristan says, I wish I was a female so someone can drop me 100 limit breaking. Tristan, I think there's something a little deeper there. I think maybe reflect on that a little bit. My favorite heavy gun will always be the Icebreaker Harpoon. Actually, I've never even thought to do anything with that weapon. It's because when it came out, it was so busted. It didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work, so we just didn't touch it.
It made things move faster.
I kind of forgot. I forgot about that.
It'll be interesting once we see how these elements play out. There's a couple weapons to like revisit. Like the cremator, for example. I'm curious to see how that performs with the damage calculation changes. So it'll be interesting. And then not to mention, you can't forget the plasma caster is also getting quite the overhaul, so that will be
oh yeah, that's right. The automatic barrel, I cannot wait to try that. That'll be lots of fun.
Yep.
My PC character doesn't have that unlocked either, so I couldn't test it on BTS. It's interesting to see, though, other people testing it. It looks like it's going to be fun. So...
I mean, we've already gotten it to one phase E in 06. And
yeah, with a single shot.
And I think it did like a minute 20 on the snake on the current live game, I think. So it does good, and it having an automatic barrel probably just it's probably just gonna do way better. It's gonna be should be pretty darn good.
Orange, were you gonna come launch flares? What are you doing?
Flares?
Yeah, are you on Pal World or something?
No, I'm in your world.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm running out of flares. Oh, sorry. I'm running out of wanted posters. I got 4 left. Hey, I'm already tired. This is not a good sign.
I'll talk her out. But
yep.
I'm not sure. I mean, there's also the Under Armour. I know the Under Armour is changing, but I don't. It's basically like increasing values, so they have like more special points on them. But I don't really think that's gonna change much, to be honest.
Another thing we should talk about is the new 4-star enemies coming into the events. Let me pull this up here, because that's a pretty big change. I feel like it's a big change, worth mentioning. 4-star cryptids are coming at the end of events. Basically, the Bigfoot can spawn, which is a new enemy, and it's 4-star. Now they're talking about in these notes, like The Mothman could spawn, Grafton Monster could spawn, Sheep Squatch could spawn, and Bigfoot. But I've only seen Bigfoot spawn when I was in the PTS, so I don't know. Maybe I just got unlucky.
I think they were, for the PTS, were purposely only having, like they made it where it was only Bigfoot spawning.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. New enemy. They want people to experience it more. But yeah, it's gonna spawn 4-star, and it's gonna spawn at the end of an event, and almost kind of be like its own separate event where it's gonna start a timer for you to have more time to kill this extra enemy. And it's a 4-star enemy, so it'll drop 4-star loot. Which is gonna be nice for players who don't get the chance to do many raids, don't have a raid team to run with. And if you're one of those players, join my Discord, link in description if you want to find a community to play with. We have members on every platform. I'm
well,
there.
That sucks if they're delaying the automatic barrel for the plasma caster until June.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That sucks.
That does suck. Oh well.
It'll probably be some, probably similar to like what the Down Pedro, where it would be like a little mid-season thing, where it'd be like a little mini scoreboard or something. We can get like the additional attachments.
You know what I've been up to, gang? I have been... Wait, hang on. I have been cooking, you know, doing my thing in the kitchen, cooking up builds for the gang. So I hope you guys don't mind me wearing my apron, so it doesn't get too messy around here. Just doing my thing in the kitchen, cooking up build guides for you guys. And I hope you guys don't mind that. Going forward is basically going to be the only thing on the channel is going to be build guides. I have one more camp build I want to do. And I hope it does well, because it might be the last camp build video I do. If it doesn't, we'll see. It's just the last few camp build videos, they didn't do great. And I'm really thinking of just honing in on what I know my viewers are here for, to just focus all my time on that and bring you guys more OP build guides, because it is really what you guys are here for at the end of the day. It's what you guys watch the most on my channel. I thought it was just a vault suit. It is a vault suit. And then I have an apron on top. I'm wearing an apron. It's kind of hard to see, but I'll try to lower. Ta-da! So yeah. It's an apron on top. Where did you get your apron? I need one from GameStop, actually. It just happened to be there. Vault Tech approved. So yeah, I wear this apron when I'm cooking builds, gang. I have a custom kitchen where I cook up the builds and the build guides. And I have my little like build stove where I place down a fixer or an elder's mark, and I throw some salt and pepper and some Mrs. Dash. And it all comes together. So we're going to be doing that more this season. Me and Orange are going to be doing build guides and what else? Tier lists. Build guides and tier lists. They kind of go hand in hand, really. Need a chef's hat? Yes. Apron is adorable. Thank you, Edmund Parks. I love this apron. It has the little Vaultec logo. I like it. I thought it was cute. I had to get it. So let's talk about the builds we're going to be updating first to sort of give the viewers an idea of what to look forward to after the build or after the update comes. What's the first build you're going to work on, Orange, on updating?
It's going to be the pepper shaker.
Pepper shaker plasma rifle build? The one where you're using the ultimate build?
Yeah.
The pepper shaker ultimate build, yeah. And then I'm going to be updating. I'm going to try to update my Elder's Mark within the first week. It's going to be more challenging, though, that one, because it is human and it is non-PA. And it's going to be a challenge to get that one to survive the snake with all these changes. So I'm going to work on that, but I'm most likely going to have my Infinite Vats minigun build, Lazy Infinite Vats. That one doesn't use any buffs or coffee. It stays in vats infinitely. You guys really liked it. It was one of my most popular videos on the channel in the last 2 months. So that's the first one I'm going to work on updating. My Infinite Vats minigun build. GG to Red218. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Everyone who received a membership, you now have access to GLASSGANG only content for the next 30 days. Thank you so much, Red218. So yeah, I'll be updating that. And then you, I guess, you should probably work on, what would be your second one would you do? The Dom Pedro? Please say Dom Pedro.
Probably the Dom Pedro. With all the new attachments with like the rifle type
okay,
stuff.
good, yeah. Because I've definitely seen some of our fans ask when we're going to do a guide with the new mods. So, which wasn't really in the plans because we knew that the mods really don't change that build that much. It's getting a lot of its damage from the build. So, yeah, the mods make a small difference. But you're saying it can still single phase EN06 with the new rifle mods attachments on the Dom Pedro?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do that then. We're going to do the ultimate pepper shaker build. That has the EPR Enclave Flamer as a secondary. And then I'm going to work on my Infinite Vats minigun. Then get that out. And then we're going to drop Solo Dom Pedro build updated. And then I'm going to drop, hopefully, my updated Elder's Mark build. It's going to be the most challenging one to update though. And sometimes some builds can't be updated. I still have faith. I still have faith that this one will be able to, but we'll see. We'll see. I wasn't able to test it in the PTS, so. Glad I decided to go ghoul. Yeah, I think so. It's definitely going to have better survivability with having access to Lucid. But what I need to start working on is crafting Brotherhood of Steel armor. Speaking of armor, what mods are you running on your Brotherhood of Steel armor?
The ones, I mean, I'm a ghoul, so it's not gonna be, I don't know what the first star effect's going to be for humans quite yet. I'll leave that one up to you to figure out. So I do Lucid, and I have it prepared. It's got Lucid, Elementalist, and I think at the moment it's got Reflex on it. The one that's like got the evade chance on it. Yep, that's what I'm doing with it. Those are the rolls.
I have a problem with my Infinite Vats Elders. What's the problem? Chris Rancher. ask us questions and we'll help answer. We'll help try to figure out what's wrong with your build. A lot of times it's just issues like not being close enough. The Elder's Mark suffers at range, and when the snake is doing like its little attacky thing, where it's like that, screaming at you, you end up like flying away into Narnia. You get sent into the bushes. So when that happens, you're too far away. You're not doing any significant or meaningful damage. You're not landing shots as much. It's contributing to less AP returned through conductors, so you're going to lose AP. A lot of times with that weapon, I feel like my AP runs out, and when that happens, it's because I'm too far away from my target. It just suffers from low range, and this is something that the Fixer doesn't struggle with, actually, which I like a lot. You might enjoy the Fixer build better on my channel that I just put out. I'm going to update this one too within the first couple of weeks, because this is a really good candidate for just an easy update. Like, this should still work as is. So, we'll see. But yeah, let us know what problems you're experiencing with your Elder's Mark build, and we'll try to help you solve them. I messed around with the plasma caster in PTS, and I was very impressed. Nice, that's good to see. Good to hear. I can't wait for us to get the automatic plasma caster barrel, because it's gonna change it up drastically. It's gonna change up that weapon. I mean, a lot of people dislike that it's a single shot weapon. It feels really slow firing at boss fights. Boss fights are really fast paced, so it's not the best place to have a single shot weapon. It doesn't feel like you're doing enough. Oh shoot, I forgot it's Fashnot, and I launched a bounty. No!
So I'm over chilling at Fashnot. Although I feel like I didn't do much Fashnot, but like the amount of glowing mass that I got is criminal.
Really?
Criminal.
You barely did it. And you got a bunch.
It feels like I must have just knew what I was about to get, a glowing mask, and just booted up Fallout for the one time that day I was gonna get a glowing mask, and just got it. Like yesterday, I think it was at like 2 o'clock my time, and I just say, alright, let me just jump into this Fashion that just started, and I got to the end and got a glowing bonehead mask, and I'm like, it is criminal how many I am getting.
That's a new one!
Yep.
That's awesome.
I was like, holy crap.
I need to turn the fan on in here because it's too hot. I got spotlights on. These like big lights to light up the green screen behind me so that I disappear, or the background disappears. Well, yeah, these lights are really hot. So I'm gonna go turn on my fan. Be right back. Okay. Never mind. I can't find it. My fan has it's on a remote, so yeah, I can't find my remote. Whatever. Moving on. They did buff the drop rate for glowing masks for this weekend. So get on and give it your best shot. Earlier, I did get a glowing Bigfoot and a glowing Scorch Beast Queen, but sadly, I don't know if I actually have it on the character because I got crashed like right after I picked it up off the body. It got a server crash right after picking up the glowing mask. I was so sad. I tried loading back in, but then it just wouldn't let me load in. It said like unable to something. So I was like, screw it. And that was on PC. So I'm on Xbox now. I can't really check. So I don't think I got it though. Usually when a server crashes like that, it doesn't save like the last few things that you picked up. Sometimes, not all the time. I'm in the Discord, just can't seem to keep my AP stable. Yeah, like I said, it's a case of you're most likely just not close enough to your target.
Or maybe you're just you have a mod on that you don't realize. Sometimes people don't realize their AP cost is too high.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, yeah. A lot of times people they tweak the build a little bit because they think that they're gonna have more damage out of it by running anti-armor instead of standard receiver, and it's okay for them to think that because they think, oh, well, Glass must have overlooked this, or Orange Cowboy must have overlooked this. Like, why isn't it, you know, why wouldn't she run anti-armor receiver or prime receiver? But when you do those things, when you change the mods, it really impacts the build. They're so delicately intertwined, you know.
Or sometimes it's not a full set of limit breaking.
Right,
that's common too.
One time someone was saying in my comment section that they had the build to the letter and they were arguing me that the build was just garbage and not working. And it turns out they had anti-armor on the Elder's Mark instead of quad. When they finally dropped that bombshell, I was like, dude, you've been sitting here arguing with me that you have the build to the letter and you have anti-armor on your Elder's Mark and you're wondering why you're not getting these fast times. Yeah. There's not much I can do about that, you know? It's like the build guide is set up a certain way because it's how we tested it. It's how we were able to put it together and get it to work. So all of the mods, including base mods, are really important. They improve things like VATS accuracy, range, and AP cost. It lowers your AP cost so that you can stay in VATS longer. Something like that. So it could be, it's 7. That is where it should be. But yeah, another thing is user error. Like I mentioned, being close enough to your target makes a huge difference with the Elder's Mark, doesn't it, Orange?
Yeah, it's something small that people don't realize with the VATS calculation. If you move closer to your target, your hit chance drastically improves.
Where's the body?
Drastically.
A loon mask. Come on. Lame. Alright, my bounty hunt is still up. Let's go. Also, sometimes people just don't join a team and they don't have the right luck calculation as a result. Like, they'll have 5 limit breaking, but instead of having 16 luck, they're only at 15. I've seen that too, and it's because they're not joining teams. You know what I mean, Orange? Like, when you don't have the right luck to crit ratio. I don't know who is messaging me, but please don't like message through Xbox. Just message in the chat. I don't open messages on Xbox.
You wanna hop in a raid?
Yeah, let's do raid.
I'll make a raid team for anyone to join.
And it's nothing personal, gang. I just don't open messages on console. Because sometimes people will say profanity or whatever just to try to have it appear on screen on my stream. To try and cause issues with this stream. Or to try to be edgelords. I don't know. But yeah, it's just to protect my stream.
I got a team.
Nice. Raid time. How's everyone doing tonight? Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new. If you have any questions for me or Orange about any of the build guides or any content you've seen on the channel, just ask. Make gingerbread. Hello. Says, ooh, face cam. Indeed. I don't do this very often. But occasionally, I like to come say hi.
Let's see.
Cue the boss music. It's time to do some raiding. Right now I'm using my full raid fixer build. It's a brand new guide that's on the channel. Uses a fixer for the full raid. I did see the scoreboard season. I reacted to them, but unfortunately I had to take the stream down. So, I don't know. I might do it again. What's going on with this raid, Orange? Do we need to reset it?
Did you enter solo or something?
I might have. But there's a lot of interesting rewards. I like the glowy cat. I like the alien weather machine. It looks promising. I like the medical proctor. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anything medical I'm a fan of for my camp because I have a clinic camp. What else did I see? Trying to think. I know there was other things that piqued my interest for sure. Not the worst season, not the best season either. I'd say it's a mid season. It's mid. Yeah, it's mid. It's pretty mid. What do you think, Orange? Did you see the new rewards?
I have not seen the rewards.
We're getting a glowing cat. Like,
And it's not the best one?
no. I think that's probably the best reward. I'm excited for it.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be great for ghoul build.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected.
Ghoul cat.
Activating defense systems.
Alright. Time to give Ian06 the old 2-tap. Gonna give him these paws.
Finally, he shoot his shield. There we go.
my Pip-Boy light on. No! Oh no, Orange, I did it again.
Turn that damn light off.
I know, it's so bad.
Take shelter immediately.
It's bad.
Do you want me to defend, or?
Yeah, you defend. I'll get fuel.
I'll do the tried and true defending tactic.
Can you please show overall stats? Minsky, what do you mean? I have this build as a full build breakdown if you need. But what part? What do you mean? Do you need overall stats? Do you mean the special perk cards? Do you mean the special points in the Pip-Boy? Do you mean HP and AP? What do you mean?
Gingerbread just wants to play Skyrim and Fallout. I wouldn't be opposed to like immediate. They already have some like decorations with like medieval suits of armor. I'd be fine with it if they wanted to dedicate like a season to like castle builds and stuff.
Like your agility, intelligence. Okie doke. Let me just get in my armor. I run fuel without power armor, so I just step out of power armor to run around. I feel like it's less clunky. I can see better. Specials, right here. Here they are. 19 strength, 19 perception, 17 endurance, 5 charisma, 7 intelligence, 31 agility, and 17 luck. That's with being on a team with teammates that are mutated. Wait a sec. Do I have... No, I have travel agent. Sorry, those numbers are wrong. This should change those numbers. I knew that looked a little bit off. Strange in numbers. There we go. 20. There we go. That's more like it. 20 strength, 21 perception, 18 endurance, 6 charisma, 8 intelligence, 33 agility, and 18 luck. Time to kick some butt, gang. And don't forget to hit like on the stream. It helps out more than you know. It lets me be able to afford cat food, so I really appreciate it. Cat food is not cheap. Yeah, you're totally right. It's super expensive. You're totally welcome. I built the Dom Pedro build yesterday and took it to a raid with a buddy. And I love it. GG McGingerbread. The Dom Pedro is so OP right now. Uh-oh. Do something. Okay. I didn't know he could jump down. I thought he had to go around. That was sketchy.
hostile presence detected.
Nice. GG Glass Gang.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
My cat Yoda has to have urinary tract pate, so it really ain't cheap. Oh no, that's like a special food. Yeah, those are always a lot more expensive. Sucks when that happens. That happens to a lot of tabby cats. Bladder problems.
I'm ready when you are.
System access restored. Routine security scan initiated. Scan complete. Unauthorized personnel detected. Command center compromised. System detects insufficient countermeasures. Pursuing emergency security protocols. Stand by. Shield generator online. Defensive measures restored.
He went to B.
Warning. Shield generators offline. Security is now vulnerable.
Nailed it. Did you mute yourself?
Yeah, I was muted, Orange. No. Why do I do this to myself? I was muted. My bad. I don't know what what I answered and what I didn't answer about the question Richie had. But basically, Eno 6 is doing less damage, so that's directly resulting in ricocheting less damage back to the shield. So we're taking down the shield slower on PTS. But things like Aristocrats will help, because Aristocrats is going to be a 1-star reflective mod now. Instead of increasing damage resistance based on how many caps you have, it's basically just a reflective damage mod similar to the reflective 4-star mod. So we're going to be using that on armor sets to help with that, to take down the shield sooner. To proc more reflective damage, basically. And then the one-shot Molminy guy, he absolutely still one-shots me. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention to my health there. I was reading the chat. Sorry, gang. But yeah, it's still one-shotting me on PTS. I only managed to survive the blow 1 time, and I tested it like 20 times. And that was a live stream I did. Yeah, he still hits really hard. He can still absolutely one-shot you. In order to survive it, you basically need to have like 1,000 HP. But the community is pretty good at finding tricks and ways around things, so I'm excited to see what some other YouTubers might figure out, or tactics that people might come up with down the line. But he still hits really hard. But it is nice that they're trying to tone it down a little bit. It's nice to see that it's heading in that direction. Because the problem is, at that stage, if you're, especially with a team of randoms, it really makes it or breaks it. Teams fall apart at that stage, and then most people just can't continue and can't complete their raid, so stage 2 is a real bummer. Do you have fish bait, GG? I do, Evan Parks. When I come out after the snake run here, we're gonna do the snake, it'll be like 30 seconds. After the snake, I'll meet you at Vault 76.
I think I see them all. I need the other Deathclaw. There he is. Alright. Oh, a little more rat. I see it. Get over here, buddy. No, don't run away from me. Yeah, there you go.
Hostile presence nullified. Lifting lockdown measures.
This thing's kind of cool. This is a drop, quad, aim damage, faster reload gat laser. You guys know I have a thing for gat lasers. I have an awesome single phase carnivore gat laser build on the channel, which I will be updating as well. Gat laser is one of those off-meta sleeper weapons right now.
No, I'm ready when you are.
I don't have Blight Soup or Overdrive or anything popped, so it's fine though. I can still carry you, Orange.
Alright, they're good if I pull them. Hold on, I'm just gonna hit, I'll go all out. I'll hit it overdrive.
I would target play A, but I'm assuming someone else is gonna... Yeah. Oh no, it's 0%. Oh. It finally attacked me, so I should have more damage. Yes, I do. From taking one for the team. Oh no, that's not good. "48 seconds. Nice work, gang.
You heard they're nerfing Secret Service armor. Well,
It's
you heard right.
It's getting gutted, right, Orange? It's getting dethroned.
It's getting dethroned, yeah.
Yeah, basically. Let's talk about Secret Service a little bit, Orange. So Secret Service, currently as it sits, has some of the highest resistances in game and is basically tiered as the best non-PA armor option. Would that be a stretch, or does that sound accurate?
I would say most people, I
For
think,
most people,
agree with.
yeah.
I would, agree that Secret Service is the one that everyone uses, is the best.
And where do you think it'll sit after the update?
Brotherhood Recon is gonna be the best, but then Secret Service will probably be like in the top 5, probably around 3 or 4.
Hey. I just got my SS and they have all the mods I need for my build. Okay, so let's talk about that for a little bit. For someone like the Canadian Lorax who just put an armor set together of Secret Service and they're thinking, is my build gonna be completely broken? What do you think?
It'll still work. It's just that it's gonna take. You're gonna have to put a little more effort into like the survivability department. And what I mean by like effort, I mean just you having your awareness just being a little higher than everyone else has to be, because it's kind of the difference is you're probably just gonna have to stim more on the Secret Service versus someone who's on Recon. Also, another thing too with Recon that people don't necessarily think about all the time is that it has access to mods that reduce limb damage. So you're probably gonna feel that a little bit if you're in Secret Service, getting crippled a lot, because you don't have mods that are on the armor that just kind of completely nullify limb damage. For some reason, Secret Service just never got that, while Recon armor does, and that's another big difference between the two. So it'll still work, but you're gonna have like things that mess with your quality of life when you're playing the game. You're gonna have to stim more due to like crippling or just taking more damage in general, and I think if I were to give you the high level, that would be like the high level. But as far as like your build working, it'll still work. You'll just have to have more awareness for your survivability.
You're gonna have to up the skill level. You won't be able to just noob it out, gang. You're gonna have to play the game and learn the tactics and not skip parts of the video build guide, okay? Stop skipping, okay? When you skip videos, you miss out on tips and tricks and tactics and stuff like that. And yeah, it really improves your playstyle when you learn them.
No. Yeah, and I think another thing too is I think they've taken some values down on like I think it was the energy resistance side. I think they took some values down and then like moved that into fire resistance or something. Like the armor is going to come with some inherent elemental resistances, and which that was like the big selling point for Secret Service, was that it had really high energy resistance. So we'll see what ends up going live. You know, they can definitely change things last minute before it goes live. But I would say currently where it is, it'd be around 3 or 4 like armor for me, where the PTS stands.
Someone asks, Rain's World said, where does Overeaters rank now since they're changing? And what would be the better option for full health builds?
Overeaters would probably become like a C tier effect, because they're changing it to where it's only going to give you 40 HP per piece. 40 HP, first of all, really isn't that much. I think Pemmican would give you more HP than that. So it's not going to be that great, to be perfectly honest. It'll probably be like a C tier, or even like a D tier ability. Replacing it, honestly, I'll just have to take some time. For ghouls, obviously you're going to stick with your tried and true Lucid. But for humans, I don't know how viable Vanguard is going to be, because like hitting 1000 HP is... It just depends how maintainable that is, you know, with all the camp buffs. And then like seeing how good Aristocrats is another thing too. Is what that's gonna look like in the live game, because I can see everyone moving to like Aristocrats if you're human, which then that's another, you know, still no matter how you're slicing it, you're gonna have some maintenance, right? Aristocrats got to make sure that your caps are at this amount, and so no matter how you slice it, you're gonna have to do some maintenance.
I think the game just gave me a god roll heavy gun.
This is an automated message. Evacuation.
Adrenal plasma caster? Okay, maybe not.
Proceed to the nearest exit in an orderly
0% damage per kill while on a kill streak? What? That doesn't make sense. Is that supposed to be like that? Orange, isn't it supposed to show like 10% damage per kill while on a kill streak?
I think so, right?
Why
Stacking up to 10 times?
Yeah, why does it say 0%?
Oh, it says 0 because you haven't killed anyone yet. It like shows you
Oh.
like in real time, you know,
Oh.
what it's given you.
Okay, because it works differently on armor. Because I use this on an armor set, and it shows the percentage. Oh, maybe I just happened to look at it after I killed some enemies.
I think it gives you a flat amount in armor. I think
Oh.
it gives you like a flat DR and ER.
That makes
whatever.
sense. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Adrenal bullets explode VATS optimized plasma caster.
Yeah, my advice is if you're a bloodied human, my advice to you is stop it. Don't do it. You're gonna die a lot.
Oh, bloodied is cooked. Especially with how they're taking away radiation resistance across the board to armor sets like power armor and stuff. It's going to become a chore to maintain that 20% health threshold. You're constantly going to be taking a lot of rads now, basically. Like anytime you're anywhere near rads, you won't be able to mitigate it as easily, which is just going to make bloodied a freaking chore.
Actually, hopefully, I'm gonna let someone else shoot him first so he can turn his back to me. Here we go. Can cripple it super quick. Oh, don't look at me. Oh, that's fine.
I forgot to crouch.
Warning, energy usage critical.
Yeah, I can tell when you don't crouch because I benefit from your follow through bonus, so I can tell when your follow through bonus isn't on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can tell. If your follow through bonus is on, I'm doing like 1,500 a pellet.
Holy shit.
Yeah. When it's not there, I'm only doing 1,000 a pellet.
Dang.
Come on, let me see a bigger number. Bigger number scratches my it gives me like neuron activation in my brain.
It scratches the brain in all the right places, right?
Yeah. Let me see the big number.
It gives you those dopamine hits. You go all primal for a second. You get all feral. Alright. I was bloody
Yeah,
for
I
so
would
long.
say. I would say just if you're cool with it, I would definitely become a ghoul. But I get if people want to stay human. Been bloody for so long. Yeah. Ghouls are
That happens.
Ghouls are eating good. Because as a lot of people have complained about, like, you know, the armor, like PA not giving you as much radiation or any radiation, resistance really going forward. People are like, how stupid that is or whatever. And I'm kind of sitting there, I'm like, I get what they're saying, but at the same time, as a ghoul who wants to intake radiation, I'm like, I kind of don't care.
Someone says, where did you get the vault suit? Semi-pro shooter. It's actually a Vault 111 suit. I wanted to get a Vault 76 suit, but I couldn't find one. So I found this one. And I was like, okay, this will do. This will do for now. And I got it on Amazon. Yep. It's actually pretty good. It's comfy. It's very tight. Came with the pants. It's very tight fitting. It has like these little parts that are actually attached to it. It's not just like painted on like some other costumes are just printed on. So it's actually pretty decent quality. I like it. And yeah, I think the brand was Miso Costume. But yeah, I got it on Amazon. Fallout 4 Vault suit. I had to, you know? I was like, I can't just be a Fallout tuber without a vault suit. Like, that seems sacrilege. You know what I mean? Like it seems,
Please add fuel to resume operation.
less, authentic. I don't know. I need to be in a vault suit when I'm on camera. It just feels right. I just like to role play. That's really what it is. It helps me be one with the character. I'll most likely end up going back to Ghoul on one of my characters. One of my main characters. But they're currently all human. Because I have to update a bunch of human guides coming up. So it'll just be a lot easier if my main on Xbox is human. I'll have a lot more access to a lot more gear. So I'll be able to more efficiently update a lot of human guides. Oh my god, Orange. I've been running around with one fuel can and just talking. And I never brought it until now. I've just been running around with fuel. Do I have shielded lining on my vault suit? I do! In fact, I do. It also came with like cuffs They're like leather cuffs that just like kind of go on this part of the arm. I don't know if you see, but like this part. I don't have them on because I find it's tight and my wrists get hot streaming like this. So I don't like it. I don't wear that part. But you could wear it. You can put it on. What I'd like to get is a Pip-Boy for my arm, and then I'll probably wear the leather cuff again. But I want to get a nice Pip-Boy. I want to get one that works. It also looks cute, just hung up with my gaming gear. I like to hang up my vault suit right next to my setup. The Pimp Boy. That'd be pretty neat, finding a Pip-Boy paint that's gold. Or like an actual wearable gold Pip-Boy.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
System access restored. Routine security scan initiated.
Got the $300 Pip-Boy and wood armor for the sleeve? Bet, send me the link. Join my Discord. Link in description. Hello, Tatanjoya from Argentina. That's pretty far away. Hello and welcome. I hope you're doing well. What the heck? There's still a shield up? Oh no. C is still up. I'm gonna use a shotgun to one-shot it.
Shield generator offline. Security is now vulnerable.
What's on your fixer? Quad? Indeed. Indeed quad. I don't have Bulletstorm on this build, and it can still single phase the N06 in 1 minute. See, no Bulletstorm. No Bulletstorm, no problem. The fixer is just bananas. It's OP. It is a sleeper. It's getting a lot of damage from agility and perception. It's pretty neat. It's a build I have on the channel right now. It's a brand new build guide called the Full Raid Fixer. Mods, do someone mind linking it in the chat, please? Please, pretty please. I'm gonna try to figure out what I gotta do to set that up so that it's automatic. I know there's a way to do it. And I do have a stream deck, and I know it can do it. I'll show the fixer. This is the fixer. This is the GOAT. Quad, VATS enhanced, VATS optimized conductors. Legendary mods with the focused automatic receiver, aligned long barrel, aligned stock, swift magazine, and the glow sights. These mods specifically lower AP cost, improve VATS accuracy, and increase the range of the weapon. It also helps it land more shots in VATS. And with the VATS hit chance, it means we don't have to spec into awareness under perception, allowing us to run more damage cards in perception to squeeze out more damage. At this stage though, I just like using a shotgun. It's just better. It's quicker, it can one-shot the crystals. Where's Orange? He must be babysitting.
I am.
I'm thinking of buying the Liberty Prime skin on every platform because I love it so much. Lady Prime. I feel very represented. Just in order to form a more perfect union, I think I should get this skin on every platform. Did we get him?
Miner's down.
He's dead! Nice.
Now I'm just grouping the little guys up until the death claws spawn.
You definitely need to try this build semi-pro. If you like the fixer, it is a sleeper. It's awesome. You don't have to worry about Bulletstorm stacks at all or to build up your damage. It's just straight damage. No Bulletstorm, no problem. No buffs, actually. No coffee, no buffs, no chems, no bobblehead, no aid, no magazine. Still gets 1 minute, you know, 6. It's a 2-minute snake unbuffed. And I show it in the build guide doing that and doing a 1 minute 45 solo with just Blight, Soup, and Overdrive. 2 very easy to get buffs that drastically improve the build actually at the snake. Come on downtown. Howdy. Prepare to be liberated. Lady Prime coming through. I love my TV show PA. That one does look really nice. I didn't get it, but I wanted to. I don't know, I might. But I don't like buying the real money bundles. Like, they already get enough of my money with Fallout First. I'm not a fan of buying those bundles. Oh, my bad, Orange. He's following me around. I'm just, like, talking, barely paying attention.
Hostile presence nullified. Lifting lockdown measures.
Hey, Miss Glass, do you have a human filter today? Thought you were a cat. That's my cat, Glassy. That's who you saw. They're a little rascal. And so, no, you have Miss Glass tonight. In the flesh. Glassy can be a little rowdy. Glassy McFluffy Pants. Yeah, it's definitely awesome. I'll link it to you here in the chat if you give me a moment. What the heck? Oh.
If you like good homestyle food, come to try.
46 seconds. Nice. Okay, there we go. I'm linking it to you now. Semi-pro shooter. This is my infinite VATS fixer build that can solo the raid bosses. It's actually a full raid build, and you can use this at any other part of the game, so it can do all content, it can do all bosses. It is good to go. If you like the fixer, that is about the best it can do right now. It takes 2 magazines to kill EN06 with it. And it doesn't have bullet storm. Oh no, I think I crashed Orange. Oh no.
Oh, right before flashing.
No. Bro.
Timed this perfectly too. I was like, this raid will have just enough time to get the flash on it.
Please. Nah, it's definitely cooked.
Cooked. Super cooked, chat.
I will be right back, gang. I have to restart the game, basically. And when I do this, I have to play with my internet because Xbox is literally the only platform that this happens on where I have to mess with my internet to get through. So it'll disconnect the chat briefly, but it'll reconnect in a matter of seconds. And we're back. But now I have to re-invite Orange to the team. Or to the party chat, basically.
I'm back.
Howdy! Hey, Orange. Sorry about that.
All good. The parade is about to begin.
It is. I know. I want to make sure that I can get there. Why wasn't I teleported? What a flip. Okay. We're good. Don't forget to check out the Discord link in the description if you want to find a community to play with. We have members on every platform. I like the outfit, JK Star. Wait a sec, I have an idea. Let's take off the helmet. Let's put on glowing corn cob. Liberty corn! How you doing tonight, Glassfish? Glassfish? What the heck? What do you mean by that? Let's see a front view? What do you mean by that? Lawrence Miller 390. What do you mean by let's see a front view? Oh, of the power armor? It looks funny. I like how silly the corn cob looks. The colors match though, and that's what I was like looking for. The colors definitely work together. How do you guys like my new mask though? I got this new mask recently. It's actually made of glass. It's all made of little beads of glass that are connected together. I thought it was fitting. I really love it. My helmet is pretty corny. I like it. Yep, I love it. It's corny. Makes me feel corny. He looks stoned. I guess so, right? The red eyes. Looks cool. It almost looks like chainmail. Yeah, it's basically like that. It's kind of like that, technically. I guess. You're not wrong. It's definitely chain linked or chain mail. Something like that. That's glass. I thought it was cloth. It is indeed glass. I'll try to give you guys a close-up. Is the veil from the quest? Maybe. I don't know. Check it out. See, I'm gonna get really close. You guys see it? Isn't it cute? I thought it was nice. I had to get it when I saw it. It's very fitting for me, I think. I have something in my eye. What the heck? What the flip? We have a vertibird that came down on us. Did I not get a Fashionat mask? Bro. I got scammed. I gotta fix my weight situation here. A pig mask. Oh no. Orange, I'm having terrible luck.
I can't complain. I mean, the last 2 Fashionats I didn't get a glowing, but I really cannot complain about
Rub
my
it in.
rates.
I'm like, this sucks. Orange is like, I really can't complain. I'm eating so much over here. I'm doing so good for myself.
Well, we've done raids. We've done bounties. What about a nuke boss?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's see. Do I have nuclear key cards? Ba 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 ba. Yeah, let's do 6. Pull them out because I'm sure I'll do some more, and I don't want to.
Oh, my
Do that
Fashionat
in-
base. Oh, guys, let's check this out. I haven't seen this base basically since last year. I haven't touched it at all. This is my Fashionat camp. I actually totally forgot about it. It's right down here. We make a left down
Do I have a fragment? Yep. Okay.
down Pickens Road.
We got this. I kind of want to do my old friend Earl.
This is my Florida home. I call this my Florida home. I love it. Let's take a little tour. While Orange sets up the nuke boss, we'll take a little tour. Oh, the shrubs have grown through. I haven't been here in forever. I need to mow. Oh, Glassy's here. See? This is who you usually see on stream. But Glassy's taking a break tonight to be my gray tabby cat. And you can't even do this anymore, but you used to be able to double door. So you could have like a door with a screen door. But you can't do this anymore. It's too bad. You might be able to free place doors though, because they did bring the free place mechanic. But these
wanna
are
do
snapped in.
The mole rat boss, the hedgehog.
I usually have fashionat masks in here. Where are they? This is my fashionat base. Glowing. Glowing. They're somewhere else. They're in another base. Glowing sun? I didn't know I had that. Glowing turkey, glowing unicorn, glowing jackalope. Let's go. In here I have a bathroom, just a very simple bathroom. And then here I have a hidden antique door. This goes into my Enclave themed preparation room. This is in case the nukes ever come, because I work for the Enclave. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you, Kingshots89, GG. One of my favorite camps, GG. Thank you so much. That's nice of you. I love this camp too. So yeah, when we go DEFCON 5, I come in here and prep. This is my bedroom. Got the flat screen, 3D TV, OLED, panel LED, LED, QLED, Quad HD, 4K TV that I purchased off of Temu. This is the best bed in the game because if you didn't know, 2 people can lay on it at the same time. Not many beds can do that. So, this is like my Valentine's Day camp as well. If I had a Valentine, this is where I would put them. Actually, I had a Valentine this year. That's right, someone in my Discord won my giveaway. I did a Be My Valentine giveaway where I gave away 1 month of Discord Nitro to someone in my Discord. So they were my Discord kitten for the month. I like this little room. David's trophy. Entertainment setup from Best Buy. And then this is my backyard. This is where I party. We got a concession stand back here. Mix up some drinks. Get loose. Fun little camp. Another neat thing is it's actually built right over a river, so I can take my canoe, go fishing. And one final secret is under the bridge. I have a vault under the bridge. And I have my own vending machine to adjust pricing in case someone's using my vendor and I don't have access to it. I always do this at one of my camps. I hide a vendor somewhere. Are those currents Atomic Shop? What do you mean by that? Tiki bed can lay 2? Nice. I didn't know that. And this is my bar down here. I call it 2 Shot. It's a bar. It's a bar themed build that's meant to resemble like a collector's loot room. Let me just close this up for a minute. Give you the full effect. Alright, so we come into the vault. We're greeted with 2-shot. As you come in, you're greeted with my guitar. This is a Gibson ES-137 Classic. I made that up. I was joking. But this is a bar. It's what I made it to look like a bar. Like, this is where the Glass Gang hang out. This is where we come after a long day of raiding. We hang out here, we get drinks. We share loot, war stories. We share war crimes. No, I'm joking. But war stories for sure. I like it in here too. It's very neon. Oh yeah, glass guns. I forgot about this marquee. I used to trade a lot, and what I would do is I would place a weapon like this. I would do something like this, and I'd have glass guns in the image, and I'd post like a picture for sale, like this, or for trade of a god roll. So that's why. And this is where I had my weapons for trade. I would put them on display, gap plazas and stuff like that. I used to role play so hard. And then in here's my crafting room. I craft a lot of my gear here. Most of my gear gets crafted here. This is where I come to concentrate and put a build together. It's a small room, everything's crammed in, but I like it. I like it like that. And we have a nuke inbound.
Attention, citizens.
It's your favorite.
Real strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
Sonic?
Thank you for your warm.
Yeah, it's Sonic.
Sonic is not my favorite, Orange. It's the one I hate. I hate Sonic.
What? I didn't know that. You're always going on about how much you like Sonic, I'm pretty sure.
I like Sonic when I'm a ghoul because I can just avoid all of that stagger with brick wall. We can't do that as humans. Not much space with the cannon there. I know. I like it. I think it looks very tricentennial. It works too. It's functional. Yeah. I stuff it full of haters and send them the hell that way. Let's head over to the nuke. Triglide with 20 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Everyone who received a membership, you now have access to Glass Gang only content for the next 30 days. You'll also see your name on the official Glass Gang roster. And you'll see that you have access to Glass Gang themed and Fallout themed emojis in the chat. Thank you so much, Triglide. GG. I hope you're doing good, Triglide. I hope your move is going well. We're on Xbox tonight, Triglide, so if you want to join us, feel free to. What's going on? Where's the nuke? Where's the nuke, Glass Gang? GG Triglide! Thank you so much for the $50 super chat. That's so generous of you. Thank you so much. Morning all, just popping on briefly to say hi. That's nice of you. I hope you have a great morning. What do you like to have in the morning, Triglide? You eat, like, just eggs and bacon or just have a coffee? Honestly, most of the time, I just end up having coffee and nothing else. But it depends on how early it is, too. And if it's too, like, late in the day or in the morning, then I just skip to lunch. And I just have coffee. I have to have coffee, though. That's, like, the minimum thing. That's the minimum survival food buff for me. It's the morning meta. Do you ride the cannon like a bull ride machine? Orange Cowboy does. I am out of fusion cores. No. Hang on a sec. Coffee, cigarette, no food till 8 a.m. Sounds like a chill morning. Chill start to the morning. I used to smoke, so I know exactly what you mean. Cigs and coffee do go well together in the morning, actually. It's a delicacy, isn't it? GG Triglide. But 8 in the morning, so it must be earlier than that then. What time is it for you there? Really nice when quick hands procs, then I don't have to reload and I can just keep firing. And that's exactly what happened there. That's why I was firing forever, or what seemed like forever. Hey Glass, I'm getting off. Gotta go somewhere. I was just wondering if the curtains in your house were Atomic Shop. Oh, those curtains were from, they were from an Enclave season board. They're called the Presidential Curtains. They were from an Enclave themed season board a few seasons back. So they might come back. I would assume they'll come back in the Atomic Shop. EU for sure, UK. I think UK. I'm gonna say UK. What's going on here? Orange just kind of disconnected from the chat.
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're here? Oh, okay. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, Corey McKnight. Are you excited for the new season? I am. I'm not like super excited for it because it's gonna bring a lot of work to the channel. Like I have to do a lot of updating. But it's not a bad thing. I'm happy for that because there's a lot of builds that need updates, and there's a lot changing, so there's a lot to update. But as far as the like season itself, it's kind of mid for me, to be honest. It's kind of mid. It's not a bad season, and it's not like a super good season. It's just kind of, you know what I mean? So if they would have dropped a new boss, then I would have been like, because we haven't had a new boss in like what, 3-4 seasons now. Orange, maybe more. I'm kind of disappointed.
No new regional boss for a hot minute.
For a hot minute since the Skyline Valley update, actually, which is like the caravan update, which is a long time ago.
It's definitely a full year for sure.
Thank you so much, Triglide. That's so sweet of you. It says deposited a little present in the other place to help your upcoming Tuesday Atomic Shop purchases. Thank you. That helps so much, Triglide. Thank you so much for all the support. Is there a boss worth fighting that Orange took a while to kill? I think is what MsGingerbread is trying to say. I would say Earl. Earl's the toughest one, really. He has the most HP. It's a 3-minute solo.
Oh, for the pepper, I think it's like a minute and a half now.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. It's like a minute and a half. I think it's like, and like, what was it with just me using the Enclave Flamer on the pepper build? Was it just a minute?
No, I think it was a minute and a half.
I'm pretty sure the pepper, I was able to get it down to a minute and a half too.
Holy.
You just cripple all his limbs and your damage skyrockets.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a filler season. I just wish we could have gotten some kind of boss, like, for them to tease that Rust King character. He talks to you like you end up fighting him. You know what I mean? If you've done the questing for the Rust King and where you meet the Rust King and you talk to him from this Burning Springs update, he insinuates that you end up fighting him. But we never ended up fighting him this season. Kind of a letdown. A huge letdown, actually. I was really expecting something in the form of a raid or at least a world boss encounter with him, where you can launch a nuke in the Burning Springs. That would have made the most sense because that's what happened when they opened up this part of the map, the Skyline Valley. It came with a boss right here, 3 bosses here. Then when you launch any nuke here, it spawns the world boss event, which would have made sense because like this is a prime location for this to be considered a boss location. You could drop a nuke in this zone and come here and fight the Rust King. It would have been awesome, I think. I feel like, how did they not think of that? How did they not think that they could have capitalized on this? I would have played the crap out of that. I know you guys would have too. That's what we like doing. We like to shoot things dead. You know what I mean? The more the merrier. Well, I hear anime calling my name. See you, gang. GG, MsGingerbread. That sounds fun. It's very relaxing to watch some anime on Crunchyroll or something. Have fun. The Canadian Lorax says Bethesda stated they want to do more with the Rust King. I can't wait to see it. What should we do now, Orange?
I don't know what to do. I'm out of ideas. I did it's like I did it all.
Yeah, I know, right? Should we do another
Did
raid?
every piece of. We can do another raid, right? Yeah.
We can do
Try
one
to time
more.
it to the Fashna, right? Make sure we got enough time for that.
Yeah, we should. We should have
Yeah.
enough time.
I'll head on over to the right. Now I can. See where my buffs are at. You can hop in my team. I'll just change it to back to a raid team. Oopsie.
You got a full squad.
As soon as I did that, someone joined. They've been with us the longest, so I'll kick them. I'm sorry, I don't know. We'll get fresh numbers in.
I like this guy's name in the chat. I want some chicken. It's funny. Says, hi, Miss Glass. I'm using your no coffee ghoul infinite vats Elder's Mark build and loving it. Thank you. Excited to see how it will adapt to season 24. Definitely check out the channel. It's one of the first ones I'll be updating. Not the first one, but it's up there for sure. It's like top 3 that I'm updating, so it's gonna be one of the first few. I'm excited to see if I can even still do it with that build. I think so. I think so with the right armor choice and survivability tactics. But it's definitely going to take a hit in survivability. At the snake. Oh, wrong controller.
Join on it.
Yeah, are you in another team?
I just kicked someone.
Team full.
How's it full? I'm only looking at 3 people. Is there like someone who's like not? Hold on. Now join. If someone like crashed or something. Oh.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Boom, 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 boom.
You guys are already in there, my bad.
We're flying.
Someone said, I'm a huge fan from Mexico. GG. Shout out to Mexico. Shout out to Charlie 1978.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected.
Yoink.
Activating defense system.
Oops, I didn't grab the right thing. I was supposed to grab fusion cores. I don't have fusion cores. Looks like I'm aiming down sights, gang. Entering VATS. Turning off Pip-Boy light. Engaging stealth parameters. We're still doing 2,000 damage, aim down sight. This is a VATS build though, but because I don't have fusion cores, I can't use VATS.
Warning, enemy. Critical. Increase unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter immediately.
Oh, nice. Completing that round gave me 1 fusion core. Let's go. Trying to join right now. Let me know if you can join successfully, Evan Parks. I still got those improved bait for you. Don't forget cores. Thank you for reminding me. Shout out to Night Eyes Wolf. GG. I totally was forgetting cores.
Unless someone else has got the defend, I can just run.
I'm gonna run fuel also. Oh no.
Low fuel, drilling suspended. Please add fuel to resume operation.
Oh, I'm way too heavy. I'll have to get in power armor. I'm forever going to the camp to get one specific thing and not grabbing that specific thing. Oh no, I straight up walked right into one of them, Orange. Oh. This happens every time at this stage if I try to even look at chat. I can't look at chat at this stage, gang. I get erased. Molminy guy hits me with the 2-tap. You're falling apart. Yes, I know. I feel it. I'm thoroughly cooked tonight, gang. I'm actually like tired as hell too, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna go for another like 20 minutes. This stream ends after this next fast knot. Yeah, I can't read chat at this stage. I can't do it. I try. Because I think I can do it, but I can't.
Caution. Increased hostile presence detected.
Now I get to watch Orange Cowboy carry me. Thank you, Orange. Thank you. GG.
Do what I can.
We're watching
There's-
you in real time.
You know, you like how I just bash every mole miner that I pass.
You make it look so easy.
You should be coming up the stairs.
He's trying to pull a fast one on you. Oh, he
Where-
disappeared.
Did he? What? Oh, okay. All right, that was interesting. Disappeared before my very eyes. Sometimes you gotta wait. You don't know what they're doing. I need 2 more. I feel like there's probably 2 on the right side. I probably shouldn't do any more risky routes.
Also, trying to play this game while suffering an eye injury is so fun. Word to the rise. Careful scratching your eyes while you sleep. Oh no. That sounds painful. GG. We'll definitely keep that in mind. No scratchy of the eye when you're sleepy. I already have bad vision, so I don't need to worsen it, you know what I mean?
Which way is that Mulmighty? Oh, he went that way. Okay. Easy enough. I got the last can. Boop.
Good work. GG gang. Thank you so much, everyone.
Warning.
Thank you for the carry.
Approaching critical level.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you. It's very, very nice of you. Straight up got carried the last 2 rounds. Yeah, I'm definitely tired.
Right? I'm kind of feeling it too. Just gotta persevere, push through, I guess.
I know, right? What is the pepper shaker buff? I'll briefly go back to it, I guess, and if Orange feels like touching back on it, you definitely can. What it is we talked about it earlier in the stream, that they're fixing crippling energy damage. Basically, as it sits in the game, crippling when it comes to energy weapons isn't as effective as ballistic. So the current meta with any build right now is to use a ballistic weapon to do your crippling. And with the pepper shaker, that means, because the pepper shaker does more DPS with the plasma, it means having to run 2 pepper shakers right now in order to get a more optimized pepper shaker build. But with this change, it means you can just run 1 energy weapon, 1 pepper shaker, and you're going to be able to get all your crippling. And so that's nice. That's a nice little buff to the pepper shaker.
Yep, and because the plasma does more damage, it means it cripples faster. Which means we're going to be able to abuse things like scatter shot.
"38 seconds. Nice work, gang. That's fast. Oh wow, that's a nice shotgun. Quad, VATS hit chance, VATS optimized. Double barrel. Dang.
Alright.
You're totally welcome, Paradoxus. GG. The pepper
I'll
shaker is
babysit.
gonna be in a good spot. For sure.
The best spot.
We're gonna keep pushing it as the meta because we believe it's the meta, because everything about its efficiency, DPS, and just overall use, like how effective it is across the board without having to use buffs to maintain your VATS, your AP, and stuff like that. It puts it at a clear advantage. So for us, it's the meta, and we're gonna keep pushing it as the meta.
Lockdown initiated. Lockdown will persist until hostile presence is removed.
You're totally good, Dodo Bird. It's coming with this update. It's coming on March 2 or 3. I think March 3 is when the update's coming, actually. It just dips into so many different perks. It's crazy. I know. That's the thing with the pepper shaker.
Yeah, I mean, you get, when you set the build up right, you get over 300% damage bonus from all the perks it dips into.
And Orange isn't trying to be cocky about setting it up right. It's not easy to master the pepper shaker. There's secrets to it and there's levels to it, basically. I, like, one time threw together a pepper shaker build and it just wasn't doing the damage I was expecting. And I asked Orange to look over my build and I was like, Orange, what the heck is missing? And sure enough, there was things I didn't even think about that it plays with and can be impacted by. The pepper shaker is really interesting because it's a weapon that's kind of in its own class within the heavy gunner department. And it's the only heavy gun that uses shotgun shell, which is interesting. So it can dip into shotgun perks and stuff like that. It definitely hits different. But yeah, basically we won't have to run, like, I won't have to recommend people use a ballistic weapon anymore to take down the shield with any build, really. If it's an energy build already, it should still be able to cripple. But weapons like specifically the pepper shaker, nothing cripples like the pepper shaker. It cripples faster than anything. It has 8 shots that it fires. So it's a cripple machine. On top of things like tenderizer and scatter shot, doing more damage to more limbs as you're doing damage to a limb after your target's crippled. It leads to crippling your target more and more, and doing more and more damage every time you cripple more limbs. It's pretty neat.
Which then makes Tormentor give you more, because Tormentor gives you 20% per crippled
per
limb.
crippled
So like
limb.
if you look at the snake, there's like I think 10 or 11 or like in total or something like that. And if you cripple all of them, you know, you're getting that.
Benny
like
with the memberships. GG.
You're gonna
Sorry.
get over a 200% damage bonus from one perk.
That means he fixed it. Benny was having trouble gifting memberships earlier and this whole week, really. He's been talking about it in the Discord. I'm happy to see that. You can finally gift memberships. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Benny the Jet. Everyone who received a membership, you now have access to GLASSGANG only content. For the next 30 days, you'll also see your name on the official GLASSGANG roster. And you have access to GLASSGANG and Fallout themed emojis in the chat.
Is your death cloud shit? Yeah, say.
Yeah, I'm
waiting for him to
coming.
group them up over here.
Thank you so much for the support, Benny Dejet 27.
Hostile presence nullified. Lifting lockdown.
Took a month to figure it out. What was it, Benny Dejet? I'm curious because sometimes it doesn't work for others. So I'm just curious what the fix was for you so I can relay that information to whoever else has trouble. in the future. Oh, someone's giving the no-go. The Chad Jimmy. Carter with the helicopter Vulcan armor. I dig it. Look at that infinite AP. "39 seconds. Nice. GG. And that brings us to Fastnet. Perfect timing. YouTube wasn't working, the app. Need some fixes to daily op rewards, please, Bethesda. Right? Honestly, what we need is they need to stop being greedy with the drop rates on stuff that's like, that came out with the game. For example, look at Brotherhood of Steel armor. Look how hard that is to get. You have to do daily ops to get it. And you get like once a week chance to get a new plan that you don't know. And there's a bunch of other plans in that list. It's not just Brotherhood of Steel armor. It's tough to get. It's really tough to get that armor, and it's gonna be the new best armor for non-PA. Everyone's about to want it, and not a lot of people have it. It's super grindy to unlock that armor. I like this armor set. Nice armor, Charlie. I like your armor.
And we're just in time for Fastnet.
It's Fastnet Day. Very soon. We'll take the helmet off. And we'll equip the Fastnet helmet. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Do we have anything new? I don't think so. Not on this character. Glowing Sun. We'll do Glowing Sun.
Can Minerva even sell the recon armor?
I don't know. She hasn't had it since I was covering her, but maybe she does have it. Minerva will have it in her sale number 7. So I might pick it up. Wow. Didn't realize she had it.
She sells covert? Yeah. I'll say, like, I don't know if I've ever seen recon in the Minerva sale. I think that's only a daily
I've never
thing.
seen her have it, and I used to cover her sale. Let's see. Minerva. It might be new. They might have changed it. Like, I'm not saying that the chat is wrong.
Maybe they're just like, we know it's going to be the best. We're going to make sure Minerva has it.
Yeah, they really should. Fallout Wiki says, yes, Minerva does sell Brotherhood Recon armor. Weird. She must not have had it for like a long time. Because, like, I've been covering her for, like, months. I recently decided to just not cover her anymore because she didn't show up for work one day. Bethesda weren't at all pressed about getting her out. So I was like, okay, never mind. People were commenting, she's not there for me, and she really wasn't there for them, and I felt bad. And then they finally brought her out later that day.
1,500 gold for the chest. Jeesh. Is that even discounted?
I might have to start covering her again just to let you guys know when she has that, because it's going to be so sought after. So that would be roughly a month away. 1,500 for sale. Okay, well, start saving your gold then, gang, because you're going to want this armor set. And it looks pretty nice, too. I find it looks nice.
There's a couple skins that you can get for it.
Why am I so heavy, though? What's going on? Probably raid stuff. Well, I need to drop some of this stuff for Evan. The bait. Do you still need bait, Evan? I would love to get it off my inventory. I have 408. You can have 400. It's 20 pounds. Holy. Basic repair kit. I had like 25 pounds of basic repair kits. Yep, raid loot. That's what did it.
Does it every time. Just totally breaks you.
Yep. Slows you down real bad. That and Vulcan plans. Oh my god, I wish they would stop dropping after you learn a plan. Holy. Especially if it's a plan that you can't trade. Like, what's the point? It's just gonna end up getting scrapped. There's nothing else I can do with it. Off to Fastnat we go. Do you think I'll get anything, gang? Will I get lucky? Will I get a new mask? A new glowy? I'd like to get the new glowing bone mask, but I have not been lucky. I haven't got it on any character. Which one am I hoping for? I'm hoping to get the glowing bone. It's one of the new ones. That'd be nice. $200k 5mm ammo. I know, right? I have a lot of ammo on this Xbox character. You farm it 5mm pretty quickly, just from doing area loots at eviction notice. Get a ton of ammo there. I want glowing robot and alien. Those are nice. Oh no, the protesters are here! Oh no, they're protesting the bots! Improved drop rates, my butt. I haven't had luck all night. I've just been getting crazy bad luck. No drops, no problem. Am I right? I've gotten so lucky this Fashnak got 6 glowing masks so far. That's amazing, Paradoxus. GG. Am I the only one that has like terrible luck?
Terrible.
Okay, well, that's gonna be it for tonight, gang. I want to thank everyone who joined the stream and chilled, hung out with us, asked questions. Tonight's bounties and chill was a pretty fun stream, I'm gonna say. We got to discuss a lot about what's coming in the next update as far as armor changes, what you can expect me and Orange to be using, And if you missed all of that, I suggest rewinding the stream after it's over. And yeah, thank you so much everyone who donated super chats and memberships. Shout out to Benny the Jet 27, Triglide. My chat is freezing up on me again. What's going on with this thing? Corey McKnight, Triglide. Come on, chat. Lame. King Shots, 89. Okay, there we go. Yes, that is everyone. Thank you so much, everyone who joined the stream. Everyone who hit like, thank you so much. It helps out a lot. It gets the chat and the stream out there to more people. I'm very tired, if you can't tell. So Orange, I'm gonna log off. Calling it a night. You have a good one.
You too.
I'm MsGlass. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. GG.
GG.
I want to give a massive thank you and shout out to the Glass Gang who support the channel. Thank you so much. It wouldn't be possible without your continued support. I left our official Glass Gang link in the description and our Discord link if you want to find a community to play with. There's no obligation to join our Discord or our Glass Gang link to join our Discord. Wow, I'm tired.